Welcome to the Lone Ranger Radio Show. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Lone Ranger. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. This scorching hot weekend. A lot of calls from my podcast and my YouTube channel. So if you ever miss this show and you just really want to see what's going on or hear what we were talking about today, maybe catch up on some news, you can go to Bruce Woodburn, the Lone Ranger, or go to webringyouhome.com, and there's a direct link to my YouTube channel or to my Spotify or our iHeartRadio podcast. But you can see all these shows. I keep them stored in my YouTube channel because there are topics that you may want to go back and catch up on. I want to really cover a lot of things today. What's going on with interest rates? What's the Fed likely to do? How will that impact us? It could infect us as well. Who knows? But let's talk a little bit about that. And how does that impact us on the mortgage end of it? Because a lot of you folks are sitting on the sidelines right now wanting to refinance. If you bought a home between February of 2022 and now, your rate is higher than what it will probably be sometime after September. So a lot of you folks may think, hey, I should wait till after September. The Lone Ranger's telling me that rates are going to drop. If you are buying a home or you need debt consolidation, do not wait. And I'm going to tell you why. Let's first just address buyers. By the way, if you have questions for me, you can reach me right now in Tampa at 813-213-4009 or Orlando at 407-706-3313, or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. So here's why I think you should buy right now. Right now, we are in a seller's market, but we are behaving like a buyer's market. So what does that mean? Seller's market just means that we have more inventory, less inventory than the amount of buyers that are buying. So it puts sellers in control. But that's not really the case. Buyers aren't buying like they typically would. So that inventory is sitting longer. And if it's sitting longer, what do you think sellers need to do? They need to sell. So they're going to make a deal. So if you do it now, you can negotiate closing costs, reduced price, repairs on the house, rate buy downs, all kinds of things. And you know how much I'm in favor of negotiating closing costs paid by a seller rather than reducing the price. And I'll get into that in a few minutes. But that's why I think buyers should buy now, because think about this. Let's just say 10 people want to buy right now, but only 2 are willing to get in. They're only willing to get in because they know interest rates are a little higher and they think they're going to drop. But they're like, you know what? I can't wait. I've been waiting this waiting game for 3 years. I'm not waiting any longer. So they jump in. They have an advantage. The other 8 are sitting on the sidelines. Now, let's just say that interest rates now dropped to 5.5%. What do you think all 10 people are going to do? Jump in the market. What do you think sellers are going to do? Well, wait a minute. Now I have tons of people that want my house. I don't have to reduce my price. I don't have to pay those stupid closing costs for the buyer. I don't even have to make repairs because I got 10 offers on my house versus waiting 60 days for one. If you want to buy a home, now is the best time to negotiate. It's the sweetest opportunity because rates have come down, but not down enough to where the sellers are going to start increasing their prices. As soon as rates drop, expect the sellers are going to start bumping. They're going to bump them prices. And so would you, because you have more opportunities. You have more people that are willing to buy. 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313 or webringyouhome.com. You want to lose some weight for the summer, looking a little chubby, feeling a little sweaty? Okay, let me tell you what I did. I went to every weight loss program you can think of. I did Weight Watchers. I did all of them. I did 75 Hard. I joined these wellness places. I literally went to the gym every day. And yeah, I could lose some weight, but it was a lot of work and I didn't keep it off. So I found this place called Age Rejuvenation. Now they're going to have an event on August 7th in Orlando. If you want to join, just text me and I'll get you an invitation into this. But listen, the owner's going to be there. All of the nurses and doctors are going to be there. They're going to have food and drink and entertainment, but they're going to talk to you about how to get yourself in better shape. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is I lost 77 pounds. Now, I've already done the Ozempic and the Manjaro before. It worked okay, but you're only going to lose 20, 25 pounds. That's all you're going to lose. And it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Don't do it that way. I joined Age Rejuvenation. They gave me a cocktail of some of this and some of that, dialed it in based on my specific blood work, and introduced me to testosterone therapy for hormone replacement therapy. And that got a jingle in my jangle. And I'm going to tell you something. If you are waiting around and you're looking pudgy, or you're not having the success that you used to have in your marriage and your love life is just lackluster, then call me, because this is a game changer. I'm telling you, they don't pay me for this ad. I am doing it because they're passing on discounts to you. Just like I do with my realtor referral. Realtors that I refer you to, they don't pay me for those referrals. No. Why do I do it? So you can take advantage of it. So you get a better realtor. So you get part of their commission back in your pocket. But I lose track. You want to lose weight? You call me now, 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313. And I'll connect you with my friends. They'll get you started for the first treatment, for the first session, for free. So call me now and I'll get you set up for that. But stop looking chubby. Stop not feeling the way you feel. It affects everything we do. It affects everything we do, the way we feel about ourselves. So smarten up and let's fix the problem now. Give me a call. I'll get you hooked up. And this stuff is the real deal. It really worked for me. You think I'd advertise for free for this company if it didn't work? No, I would not do that. So call me call me right now. As a matter of fact, stop delaying. All right. So buyers are buying in. We don't know when Hometown Heroes is coming out with their funds. Could be any day now. But if you want Hometown Heroes funds, you better get your application made right away. By the way, when we pre-approve our clients, we start off with a soft credit pull. The only hard credit pulls you need is for an FHA loan. It's the only one that requires a hard pull until you're ready to go to closing. So we start off with a soft pull, and we will get your loan all fixed up, ready to go, pre-approved. So when rates hit that right spot for you, we can lock you in at that point, and we'll pull your hard credit pull only after you're in contract or after we're ready to go with the refinance. Speaking of refinances, so many of you are waiting to refinance. I know a bunch of you are waiting. They're just not dropping fast enough for you. But I want to speak to you if you own a property and you've got lots of equity in that property, but you've taken on too much consumer debt. That means maybe your car payments, your credit card payments, maybe student loan, could be any number of things. They've just added up and it seems like a lot of money at the end of the month. Well, I have ways to help you consolidate that to save money. I saved Judith $2,500 a month. If she applied that $2,500 a month, sure, her mortgage would be paid off in 8.3 years. 8.3 years, folks. That means she has no debt, no credit card debt, no car loans, and I gave her 25 grand to do home improvements. I saved her $2,500 a month. And if she pays that toward the new mortgage, she's free and clear in 8.3 years. If she only put $2,000 a month toward it, she's free and clear in 10 years. That means no credit card, no mortgages, no car loans. Nothing. Isn't that what you'd like? Wouldn't you like to be debt-free going into the future? Wouldn't that make you feel better? Call the Loan Arranger at 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313. That's my number. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. Doing a lot of DSCRs. A lot of you investors out there. It's funny how investors take the emotion out of the equation where your home buyers don't. You home buyers that want to buy a home for you to live in are very emotional about it, but you're afraid to jump in, where the investors are going, I see opportunities. I don't know if I'm going to have cash flow, but I see opportunities. And by God, I'm going to jump in the market. So if you want to get in the market and you want to buy investment properties, I've got a DSCR loan that you can get your interest rates pretty darn close to what a conventional rate's going to be. And the only income that I need is the income that property produces in rent. I don't need your tax returns or bank statements, W-2s, pay stubs. I don't need it. I don't need it. And then I've got you self-employed people. You want to buy a house, but your tax returns, don't show a lot. Let's just say you have a creative accountant. That creative accountant is keeping you from buying a home, and your banks and mortgage companies won't talk to you. But I've got a special program for you self-employed folks. Why? Because I'm an American and I'm self-employed, and I want to make sure that all you self-employed people know how valuable you are to this country. By God, without you, this country is nothing. We need self-employed people, but you have advantages when it comes to your tax reporting that you can write a lot of things off that W-2 employees can't do. So you do it. But when you do that, you reduce your income significantly. So you take my friend Nick that came to me, and he was comparing a conventional loan to a bank statement loan, and he didn't qualify for the conventional loan. His credit was good, but he wrote off all his income. And I said, Nick, how much do you make? He goes, I make 500 grand a year. I said, but your tax returns show you're making 90. He goes, yeah, that's because I'm writing all that off. I said, so what tax bracket are you at? He says, like 26%. So I said, so you saved $130,000 in taxes last year by having all these deductions and write-offs. He says, yes, I did. So I said, do you know how much extra you pay in mortgage payment with my loan, and you don't have to even provide your tax returns? He says, how much? I said, on that $500,000 house, you paid about $2,500 per year extra in interest for that loan. He goes, I'll take 2,500 over 135,000 all day long. So it makes sense, folks. Stop getting in your own way. I got bank statement programs. I've got DSCRs, and bank statements work for owner occupied, second home, or investor. DSCRs are just investor. So if you have questions about it, you got to call me, the Loan Arranger. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009. Hey, you got adult children or grandchildren that are still renting, those turkeys need to leave the nest, then why don't you help them out with a gift of equity or some down payment? You're going to give them your inheritance money one day, and they're going to piss it away on a big screen TV and a Boston Whaler and a Harley Davidson, and then they're going to trash it, and all your hard-earned retirement money went to hell in a handbasket. Why not watch them with a gift of money to buy a home right now? Why not do that and watch them change their life? Let me help your kids straighten their stuff up and get into a home. Let me help them. You can count on me. Put me to the test. If you can't trust me, fire me. I can guarantee you I will take care of your kids like they were my own, probably better. You got to have somebody you can count on. And I'm right here in your backyard. If you can't look me in the eye and get a straight answer, then go to somebody you can, because I can tell you one thing, I'm not going to lead you down the garden path. If it doesn't look right, I tell you it doesn't look right. If it looks good, I tell you it looks good. If I tell you jump on it, jump on it. If I tell you run away, run away. Because I've been doing this for 35 years. And I will help you and your kids and your grandkids, but let's get them going. Stop waiting for you to die and give them money. They're going to piss it away. They don't know what to do with it. Let's get them to do something healthy. All my kids, when they inherit my money, have to use it toward real estate. They have to use it towards real estate. How do you like that? Why? Because I will create an empire of wealth. Because you can't spend the money in your home. You can't spend it unless you start pulling money out or keep cashing out refinancing. But for you folks that want to help your kids and give them a down payment, I add you to the deed, and they can't go get a mortgage on it without your permission. So it protects you indefinitely, and you can watch them grow. Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I am the Loan Arranger. You can call me now at 813-213-4009. That's 813-213-4009. Or go to WeBringYouHome.com. webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com, or Orlando 407-706-3313. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Radio Show. We got a lot to talk about, and I want to talk about my real estate referral program and reverse mortgages. Don't go away. I'll be right back.